Well, good evening, gang, and welcome to It's All About Arts. My name is Glenn Williams, and I'm your host. And to my right and to your left, of course, is the lovely Amanda Lamoureux Smith.
Hi,
Hello,
guys.
Amanda. How are you?
Hello, I'm wonderful. How are you?
Welcome back. How was your week?
My week was good.
Good, I'm glad. Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, it's a little bit cooler
A
today.
little bit cooler. I'm glad the weather has changed. And we're coming to you live from our beautiful studios here at BNN-TV. And you're more than welcome to join us if you'd like. We're at 617-708-3290. Give us a call. Dave and the great staff of BNN are in the other room answering the phones. So if you'd like to join us and let us know what's going on artistically in your lives or in your community, please feel free to do so. What's new and exciting?
I had a good weekend.
Did you?
Yep, we went, my boyfriend and I on Friday went to Newport.
Newport, Rhode Island?
Yes.
I love Newport, Rhode Island. That's the mansions and stuff, right?
Yeah, we snuck some artful activities in. So we went to the Sheldon Fine Art Museum, which was nice. There was only 2 abstract pieces, which made me a little sad, just because I'm an abstract girl.
Artist, yeah.
But you know, a lot of boats, a lot of same things. So there was 2. I liked them both. And then we went to the Audrain Car Museum.
Oh,
which
is that
is
the
really
main reason
cool.
why you went down?
No, but we fit that in. One of my boyfriend's friends just got a condo down in Newport.
Oh, cool. That's
So,
nice. It's nice
yeah.
to have somebody who lives down there. that's
Absolutely.
Kind of sneaky.
And right in downtown.
What's the car museum? Is it like antique cars? Or
Yeah, so they change it out every quarter. So it was really cool, and they do, you know, they have the iPads where you scroll through and you can get a history lesson, and it's really informative and pretty cool.
Nice. That's very cool.
Oh, and then Saturday,
Yeah.
we went to the Coldplay show. It was amazing.
You went to see Coldplay?
Yes, and they give you these wristbands that light up with the music.
Yeah.
So when the lights go off and the music starts,
Oh, the place must
it's
have been
out of
crazy.
control.
Where was it?
Gillette. It was out of control. It was such a good show.
That's great.
Such a good show.
Coldplay.
What?
Loud.
Yeah. All concerts are loud, aren't they?
Yes, they
Are you not a Coldplay fan?
are.
That's all right. I'll be enough for the both of us.
You can cover us both. No, yes, I am. No, I am. And I know it's a big following, and they've been very, very successful, and it's a huge, huge act.
I've never seen them. It was a great show.
Was it a good live show?
For sure. What about you?
Well, I went to the Riverside Theater on Friday night to see Cinderella. It was a musical Cinderella. Is everybody okay?
Someone's excited for Cinderella.
Someone likes Cinderella. And my good friend Kathleen, who is one of my super talented students, was in the play.
How old?
She's about 8 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was all kids, and it was outstanding.
Good.
I mean, it was, you know, they even made it a little mushy. It kind of got a little emotional,
Sentimental.
you know, when the glass slipper fit. They made it really special. And Kathleen, if you're listening out there, kiddo, we're very proud of her. She did such a great job.
That's awesome.
She was dancing, singing.
That's a big role for an 8-year-old, right?
Well, she was like the mean sister. It was like one of the mean.
That's a big role. One of the stepsisters?
I don't think she was a stepsister.
Oh, okay.
No. She had there were different parts of things. So every time there was anything going on the stage, she was up the front. She had lines to say. So it was kind of cool. But no, she wasn't one of the stepsisters. Stepsisters was something else. Those kids were a little bit older, and I know that everybody auditions for parts and stuff.
Right.
But Kathleen was super. We were very proud of her.
Excellent.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun to do. And then the day before, Janice and I went to Foxwoods.
Fun.
For our anniversary.
What number?
32.
Wow.
32 weeks married. It's amazing. You wouldn't think all that time. They didn't give us all that. Oh, sorry, Jan. 32 years.
Quite an accomplishment.
It works when the recipe's right, you know?
Right.
And we had a blast.
Awesome.
You know, we gave each other, each of us had a couple of dollars, you know? And we went and kind of got rid of that real quick at the slot machines.
Yeah.
And then we sat down to eat dinner at a place called the Prime Steakhouse.
Okay.
Which is one of the big hotels.
Yep.
and it was fabulous.
Good.
It was one of these 5-course meal deals. You know,
So it was an experience.
it was an experience.
Good.
Our lovely daughter Kirsten gave us a gift certificate to Foxwood, so we used the whole thing there.
Good.
And yeah, it was fun.
Is she settled in yet?
Becky, not this is the older girl.
Oh.
Becky is they haven't moved everything in. That's the next 2 weeks.
Next
The
2 weeks.
fabulous Rebecca. I'm very excited about her moving into the
Yeah.
house. You know, it'll be nice to have her home.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and then of course we had the great farmers market down there in Rosendale Square, where the Creek River String Band played, and this is a bluegrass band from Rosendale. They were outstanding.
Good.
It was a lot of fun to run sound for them, because running sound for an all-acoustic band is different than just plugging electric guitars in and letting
Right.
them go and making sure no one's louder than the next guy.
Right.
Acoustics are different, but we got them to sound pretty nice, you know, so it was good. It was a good weekend.
Good,
It was
good.
nice. Yeah. What's coming up? Anything new you need to wanna? I know that we've been giving you you're still kind of a rookie, but after tonight's show, you're no longer.
Consider I get the 4-week
You're
mark.
no longer breaking in.
Yeah. That's all right.
And I know that we've talked a little bit about what kind of a thing you want to do, and the opportunities are obviously there for you and stuff. So next week,
All right.
you think you'll jump in next week?
I can do next week.
Okay, good. You gonna surprise us, or do we need to build this up?
Let's go surprise.
Oh, okay. I
Give me the option.
I don't know why I did that on live TV, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. That sounds like an exciting time. My CD is ready, and it's time to talk about publish. It's ready to be published
date?
and produced.
Exciting.
Yeah, it is very exciting.
What's the date?
I think it's going to roll out a week from tonight. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, which is scary and cool at the same time. You know, we've had some people listen to it who have those ears that can tell you, "What are you, crazy?" and without telling you how great it is at the same time. And it's going to be nice.
Good. Can we
9
play some
songs.
next week?
I think we can. I think we'll be able to play some next week. yeah.
Awesome.
We'll see.
Exciting.
It's nerve-wracking though. It's kind of scary.
Of course it is.
Scary at the same time, because you put so much work into it and stuff, you know. So,
Right.
I want to remind everybody that you're watching BNN-TV, which is Boston Neighborhood Network, and you're also listening to a simulcast on WBCA 102.9 on your FM dial. So if you're out there walking around Jamaica Pond or something, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's always thanks to. Or if you're stuck in traffic up on that expressway or Washington Street or Metropolitan Ave or Mass Ave or wherever you are and you're tuning in, thanks an awful lot for listening in tonight. This is a new adventure for us here at Boston Neighborhood Network, a radio station that's based on community access and based on what's going on in this defined community. And if anybody's interested in submitting some music from your original music catalog or any of your CDs and stuff, please feel free to contact me. My name is Glenn Williams. I'm sorry, but it's gwilliams@bnntv.org. You can get me some of your waveforms and stuff, and let's get them on the air.
Yeah.
You know, I was listening the other day to Talk of the Neighborhood. I was listening to a bunch of transmission. There was some transmission hour things going on later at night. So it's out there, and it's listenable, and it's entertaining. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So.
Yeah.
Have you been able to tune into any
I
of it on
have.
the way
I
home?
think I get it for about 10 minutes on my way home, and then it starts to get fuzzy.
Yeah,
But those 10 minutes are great. You get in the car.
It's low frequency, so it is the bandwidth isn't that big yet.
Yes.
You know, because we're just starting, you know, and we're kicking it off, and it's exciting. It's an exciting adventure. I know that we've got somebody in the building who's going to run the thing now.
Yep.
So that's pretty exciting, and
See where it goes.
we'll see where it goes. Tomorrow night is the meeting over at the bowling center over in Dudley Center. Come on down, please, at 6 o'clock. There's going to be a community meeting talking about Verizon and cable access. Tomorrow night is the meeting. They're going to come in and talk about some of the things that Verizon is going to do. There's some kind of rules change. They want to meet with the public and explain what's going on on with access, and I think that it's an important meeting for anybody who is interested in how cable access works, or what some of the new rules and some of the things that are going to be going on. So that's at the bowling building in Dudley Square tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow night being the 2nd of August.
Isn't that crazy?
Can you
We're in
believe it's
August.
August 1st already?
It's almost my birthday.
When's your birthday?
September 1st.
It is almost your
I know.
birthday. That's great. I won't ask you how old you're going to be.
31.
31. So you're just going through that I turned 30 thing.
I never know. See, I think age is exciting because I think you learn so much every year that I'm kind of inspired by age.
Yeah.
I know nobody really believes that, but I really am. I tell it to girls and they're like, "You're what?" So it's just how I feel on it.
Rebecca's going to be 30 next year.
Oh yeah.
She's going through,
So
I'm
we're about the
turning
same
29.
age.
So
Yeah.
you're both about the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. You know what we got to talk about? We got to talk about the great organization. Are you familiar with Main Streets? You are familiar with Main Streets. Main Streets, Boston Main Streets is that volunteer-driven organization that helps revitalize business districts around the city. So our new good friends, there's a great one in Jamaica Plain. I think they have a couple of them, Upper JP and Lower JP. What they do is they work with the people that live in the community to find out what kind of businesses they want their business district to have, and they talk with the property owners about the kind of business that would flourish in that
That would fit,
neighborhood.
yeah.
They give them all the demographic information. You know, they always doing these surveys.
So important though.
Well, you
To
gotta
know your audiences.
Got to
and-
know the
yeah.
neighborhood. You know, if you wouldn't put a whatever in a neighborhood that didn't want whatever. I couldn't think of what it could be.
I think we know what you're talking about.
But so they work with that, and then once the business gets in there, they work with the business owners to develop a storefront, so how it looks and how to keep things with the permitting and all that.
The
And then
culture
they
of the
have
city.
a promotions committee, which get out there and do all kinds of events, the farmers markets, the taste of this, the taste of that, you know, stuff like that. And they get to bring people into the community to discover the new things that the business district have to offer.
That's awesome.
So we've been affiliated with them for many years now, and we're so proud of our partnership, and they do such great work. So if you see someone in a Main Street t-shirt, make sure you thank them. Please, for Amanda and I, tell them thank you for being such a supportive organization in the community. And remember, the only reason they're doing it is because they love their community just like you do. So please, thank them and volunteer for something. Get out there and try. You won't believe the people that you meet and the different things that happen if you just kind of step out of your
Comfort zone.
comfort zone. Get
Very
involved.
true.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. The other thing that I want to talk about is this incredible building that we're in. We're in a building that's called the Charlie Beard Building, and what it is it is the old transportation power station for the MBTA, and what it does is it now is turning on the power for community access. We've been here about 8 years now, and what this building has to offer is this. It's community television. It's where you can come and get your voice out. If you have a nonprofit out there that you're interested in getting the mission statement out and invite your guests on to talk about whatever it is that you're doing, this is the place to do it. If you go to the other station, there's two stations. One is Channel 9 that you're watching right now. The other one is Channel 23, where it's cable access, where, well, you know what, the best way to show you what's going on over there on Channel 23 is if we just take the big switch. There's a huge switch in the other room. You go click, and it turns it over to the other station. So why don't we do that just to see what's playing over at the other station?
That I can possibly, that I actually like. It's impossible to just narrow it down.
All right, let me start up.
I'm an artist first, so therefore, anything of beauty is going to appeal to me.
So I find it interesting. So when you see something, I know, like with writers, they hear something, they see something, and it inspires a story.
Oh, sure. Sure, it's the same thing with an artist, and me in particular. It's a spur of the moment type of thing. It's not something that that's set in stone, let's say.
But on the flip side,
well, there you go. You see what's happening over there is now somebody has taken a class in Final Cut Pro. They've taken some great classes in sound engineering, some great classes on how to do lighting, how to do interviewing, and they sign out the great equipment downstairs, and they go and this guy went into it looks like an art festival someplace and was interviewing different people about what was going on. He comes back here to BNN and edits it downstairs in our state-of-the-art Timothy Smith Laboratory, and they put it on. They put it on TV.
Great
for
opportunity.
It's a huge opportunity to get to do cable. To do your artistic. What it is, it's the voice for the community. It's where you can come and get your voice heard.
Right.
So if you're interested in doing something like that, go to www.bnntv.org and click on Jim Atwood's name, or go right to the boss, Janice Holman, and talk to her, and they'll give you all the information you need to become a member here at BNN. It's well worth it. I mean, when we started, we were going to do it for 6 weeks. Lo and behold, that was 97 when we started. So we've stuck with it for quite a while now. So with that being said, is there anything else you want to jump in with?
No, I'm excited for next week.
You got anything coming up this week? I mean, you're going to be going to any shows? Coldplay. Phew.
I know, what?
Nice.
It was a great show. It was the first time I've seen them. And I went with my boyfriend and one of my girlfriends that is a super fan. So it's always fun to go with people who are huge fans.
Coldplay is this band that has this dreamy type music, right? It's kind of like, everyone's kind of like,
The main singer is Chris Martin.
Yeah.
I'm such a
with
lyric
the big
girl.
beard, right?
Oh, he doesn't have a beard.
I'm thinking of someone else. No, I'm not thinking of someone else. I know exactly who I'm thinking of.
He doesn't have a beard.
No, okay. No, I'm thinking of someone else.
No.
Well,
Good music, though.
Well, at least you enjoyed yourself, and that's
did.
what's important. And yes, I'll bring a CD once the presses come off the presses, and I'll make sure that you get a copy.
Perfect.
Wouldn't that be cool? Listen, gang, you're watching BNN-TV's It's All About Arts. We're going to take a little short break. We got 2 great guests coming up. If anyone says art doesn't run in the family, well, we're going to fix that rumor right now. Hang in there, gang. You're watching BNN-TV's It's All About Arts. My name is Glenn. This is the lovely Amanda. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Please don't go away. Thank you.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, well, welcome back, gang. Thanks an awful lot for hanging in there with us. That's a nice little something from way back in Low Budget Records days. I want to remind everybody that this show, if you want to see it again, and I'm hoping that you will be up again really, really soon. A couple of days, maybe Wednesday night, Thursday during the day on our YouTube station, which is It's All About Arts and the number 1. You can go to your YouTube channel and type those words in with the number 1, and it'll bring you right to all of the recent shows that we've been putting up on our station. And also, please go to our Facebook page and like us, please. And that's, surprisingly enough, called It's All About Arts as well. If you could just come and join us there. We're creeping ever closer to 1,000 likes, and we're very, very excited about that. And we'd like to make that push by Amanda's birthday. If we could get there for that, it would be a great, great birthday present. But right now, it's my great pleasure and honor to introduce to you and welcome to the set, please, the Andres, right? Andres,
yes.
and you are Martina. You're Martina, right? How you doing?
Martinez.
How you doing, Martinez? Thank you very much for coming.
Yes.
And your dad is Mindaugas.
Nice to meet you.
Did I say it right?
Mindaugas.
Well, Martinez and Mindaugas, thank you very much for coming in. We appreciate having you here in the studio.
Yeah.
You're a father and son?
Yeah, father and son duo.
Father and son duo,
Yeah.
and you are both painters.
Yes.
Who was first?
Well, I think he beats me with the.
Let's start with you, okay, Dad? Let's start here.
This was me, exactly.
How long have you been painting? How long?
I started about I was 14 years old.
Yeah, so it's been a little while.
Yeah.
And your medium is oil?
Oil.
Has it always been oil?
Always also academic kind of technique, very, very traditional oil painting.
Now, did you study anywhere, or is it something
Yes.
where did you study?
I studied in Lithuania.
Lithuania? Is that where your cats are from?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm originally from Lithuania, and I finished 2 schools. First was Marijampolės Art School, and second was Vilnius Art Academy.
Oh, fantastic. How long have you been here in the country?
In the United States, about 26 years.
About 26 years. Well, welcome, you know?
Thank you.
It's about time someone said welcome. No, I'm only kidding.
I feel like home.
You feel at home. Good. That's very good to hear. If you had to categorize your paintings, and I'm looking at them right now, and they are stunning, and they're very, very beautiful. Are you a landscape painter? Is that kind of fair to?
Yes, I will say that landscape for now is very, very important, field where we painting, but also I paint portraits. And,
you do portraits as well, okay.
Portraits and figure composition. But because we kind of, running this kind of business, for major clients who, let's say, if I paint somebody's portraits, nobody really want to buy it.
No, it's got to be commission work.
Yeah. So, I kind of, we kind of both connect that landscape to locally.
Well, no, absolutely. If you're doing landscape, I saw one of Plum Island earlier. I mean, I can only imagine that's got people must love that kind of local feel of the stuff. Do you do any plein air painting? Do you do it outside? I mean, there's so many questions. I want to make sure I get you both in there. Well, let's talk to you a little bit, Martinez. How long have you been painting?
Well, I've been painting full time for about maybe 3-4 years now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Before that I was in the food industry a little bit, and then I was studying architecture before that.
Yeah.
But then my father came up to Boston about 5 years ago and kind of got me into the whole painting specifically landscapes as a way to kind of reach out and kind of get that creative niche.
And a bonding experience, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys have very similar styles.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm sure he walked you through the process of what he did, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about doing this old school
And masters.
Yeah, finding an artist that has mastered something and just kind of figuring out his technique and style, and then passing it on to the next generation.
Right. It's just the style. It's just the style and the technique, right? It's I mean, you're not.
It's also a soul and energy.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
got the soul. I'm trying to figure.
Trying to catch up. Well,
You're
he's been
still the
doing it a lot
apprentice?
longer.
Yeah, I'm still the apprentice.
Well, that's great. I can't think of a better someone to work off of than someone as successful as your dad's been. I mean, it's been really. You're local, right? You're in Jamaica Plain,
Yeah, right
there.
at Forest Hills.
Yeah.
I was actually earlier today. I went out fishing at JP Pond.
That's great. Were you in open studio? Are you going to be in open studios?
Yeah, usually we're at
Yeah,
open
yeah,
studios.
that's
I think Rosendale just did one.
Rosie's is coming up in
it's coming-
October.
yeah, that's right.
We're and you got Jamaica Plain sometime in September, I think.
Yeah,
that's a great opportunity. It must be do you guys go in it together?
Yeah, I mean, I think last year my dad went out and he just kind of set up right in the middle of on Central and just kind of started painting and
So you do plenty of painting outside.
Yeah,
Painting on location.
This is whole idea, we come on location, let's say on Newbury Street, but we paint. I paint about 5 paintings a day.
So you're really quick is it because of the light?
No,
The light changes, and I can't imagine.
I mean, quick. How many paintings I paint?
No. I mean, how do you capture the light that you want? I mean,
I kind of doing for a long time, and I painting about 350 paintings
oh my
a year.
goodness, a year?
Oh, wow.
So, and he is about the same.
Really? Are you painting outside too?
I paint as well, when I was on Newbury Street, I was doing a lot of the brownstone. Especially last year, I did a series of just brownstone buildings while I'm out there.
Yeah.
With on top of the landscape paintings I'm out displaying. But usually when I'm out and not doing plein air, I will paint a landscape painting that I kind of have within my own imagination in my mind, or I have an idea
Do you have
that I
a
want.
studio to work in?
We both have studios.
Yeah.
I have one at Forest Hills. That was the original studio. My father and I both shared that studio for 2-3 years, and then my dad got his own studio in Dorchester. So we're expanding.
That's
Awesome.
nice.
Don't you have a show coming up?
We do. We actually have a show coming up on this month on the 16th at the Liberty Hotel.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, it's a great place. They do it's a Tuesday, every Tuesday they premiere an artist. And this is our 4th time doing it. So
It's an interesting concept at the old jail, which is what the Liberty Hotel is. It's the old Charles Street jail. Is that you get in there, you set up, and then you break down the same day and you get back out of there. That's a lot of work.
yeah, it's a lot of work, but I don't know. We've kind of mastered this idea of like having little setup time as possible. We carry our art out to Newbury Street. Past 2 years, I was literally at the corner of Dartmouth and Newbury, and I would go take the T from Forest Hills, get off Back
Just go
Bay,
Back Bay and walk down the street.
and all I really have is a suitcase full of paintings, and then a couple larger paintings and my easel, and that's the setup. You get out there, you just set up along a corner sidewalk.
Don't forget the paints.
Oh yeah, got to get the paints and the brushes. But in the easel, it's all set up. We have and some blank canvases too.
Yeah.
Because usually when I get out there like around, from 10 to 4. So it's like a full day.
Sure it is, sure.
And if you're doing it, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, it's almost like a full-time job.
How's the reception been out there?
It's great.
People stop and watch?
People like to stop because sometimes people can't afford paying $2, $3, $4, $1,000 for a painting at a gallery on Newbury, and this is another alternative.
It's an alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not buying it through a middleman. You're going directly to
And
an
you
artist.
can, and you can speak and ask
That
them
is-
questions
that's
and get
the
their
most
story.
important thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
much more
yeah,
intimate.
yeah.
I mentioned the Plum Island paint. Now these are small, right?
Those are small. Those are miniatures. I call those miniatures. Those are like
These are 10-minute jobs.
those are like conceptual paintings. The old masters would paint these smaller paintings as like examples for a larger painting down the road. But very, very, but they're like complete. They're definitely paintings that I kind of inspired
Now, these are Plum Island, right? Did
Yeah.
you go out to Plum Island to do it, or do you work from?
So I did this trip out there. I do the occasional trips 2 or 3 times a month, and I go out there with my bicycle.
Wow, from here?
No, I haven't done the bike trip from here yet, but definitely from the commuter rail.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I also, go out there with the easel sometimes, or if I really want to travel light, I'll just take my camera, my digital SLR.
Well, that's what I'm wondering is
Yeah.
how many times do you actually work from a photograph?
I don't use a lot of photography, but sometimes clients do come and want a specific spot or a specific
Yeah.
location,
Right.
and they tell me you have to go down to
Look at this one.
Situate or down to Marshfield and paint this cove, this marsh. I'm like, all right, well, give me the address. I'll go down there.
I'll get it done.
I'll get it done, and they'll pay for it, afterwards.
That's
but,
great.
That's awesome. But you're getting requests. That's awesome.
Yeah, requests are nice. I mean, usually a lot of these paintings. I mean, the overall.
Whose are these?
Those are mine.
These are yours.
The smaller ones. So the way it's set up is, I work a lot on the smaller formats, and then my father works on the big guys.
Yeah.
The big the.
We've got a couple. Are those the big guys over there?
Yeah, there's
We gotta
one
make
right
sure
over
we-
here. That's the I believe that's the 18 by 36, but we also do the 24 by 48.
Why don't we do that over here so that we can get the light? Because the light is
Yeah,
the
this
important.
one's actually my father's painting. This is a moonrise painting.
That's
Harvest
beautiful.
Moon.
Yeah, Harvest Moon. So it's a classic. My father's been doing this painting or this concept for years. And I think the first moon or first concept he got was when he was down in Charleston, South Carolina, on a dock. I think he was just out there by accident. He just saw this orb floating, and I think that's where he originally got this idea of making
My goodness, it's
painting.
beautiful.
But he's been using that same, going out and trying to find that moon, down south, and then he found it up
Can I
here
see
in
the
north.
other one? There's another big one that's yours, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you're painting out on location, doesn't it take a while for these to dry? Being oil and all?
Yeah, they are, wet, but we have a technique how to carry home, We don't paint big ones on locations.
Okay. You do finish those up in the studio.
Yeah, we have a studio, and the studio.
This is a studio work,
Okay.
and you usually, when you do, 5 or 10 paintings a day, so your hand is working automatically. You don't need to really
Right.
go
It's in your muscle
to
memory.
location, and check always. Sometimes it's most important, to remember energetic color of coat,
I love the clouds in this one.
Yeah. So, so somebody say about those paintings, like place of meditation, or
Yeah.
Yeah, we've used that as almost the name, like the body of work.
Is a
place of meditation.
Place of meditation.
Very, very peaceful.
Well, they're very, very peaceful, and they're,
Very.
but it's not the only style you do. I mean, you do other things. You're doing brownstones. You said over on.
Yeah, the brownstones are kind of more experimental. This is like the prime. This is like the cream of the crop. This is what.
Do you do portraits as well? Because I think you.
Yeah, portrait is also a figure. I now composing new compositions with a silhouette of a body. But this is going to be also a conception in the same landscape. It's going to be our
so you're
landscape.
adding in a different
It's like,
component. Okay.
So it's kind of, I always would like to, to remember my biggest inspiration,
Which is?
What is my biggest inspiration?
Oh, well, you know.
You know.
So,
Should I tell you?
yeah.
Nature, beauty.
nature. Yeah. So
Are you able to, back in the studio, work on several pieces at once? I mean, it sounds like you're very, very productive and stuff, but is it, I know that some artist friends out there are going to kill me for not asking, are they long strokes and you're just finishing, or?
you know,
There's no text, there's no real, I'm gonna be careful here. There seems to be long strokes.
yeah, it's.
Am I missing out on it here?
I mean, it's just trying to generate that feeling, that movement, and sometimes, less is more. It's like this idea of like finding that beauty, that essence, and like the very subtle things in nature, that create that picturesque quality.
Right, because I can see the strokes and just.
Yeah, I painting, and I was mentioning, I finished academic school. Academic school of art means you follow academic oil paint techniques.
Right.
So oil paint is multiple colors. You paint with damar, with oil, especially, and each artist, have his own tempo.
Yeah.
Matisse paint, a week one painting, one, Modigliani paint, different, time. Because, my nature, I have to produce a lot of paintings, good quality oil paintings, not like just, mass production. So I developed very, not a quick technique, how to say, but very, very efficient.
Good.
So, but it's very quick. It's 3 coats. We prime. We kind of second coat. We model start to make a mood.
Right.
And third coat we finish.
Detail.
Finish. So this oil painting looks like. It's not like looks. It's a real oil painting.
Yeah,
it's not.
You have no idea what this looks like from here.
It's no short corners, no real oil. And we paint. We kill of course healthily, but we still paint with turpentine.
Yeah,
turpentine is.
No wonder you're painting outside.
So we be painting a lot outside. If we paint in studio, we put the fans. But we doing with real oil, with real technique, and some kind of this is kind of a full-time job.
With how long does it take to set before you can frame?
I cannot tell all my secrets.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're not sticking these in the oven, are you?
Yeah, but it's.
It's really important what kind of medium.
What you're mixing with. Yeah.
Not all Wilson.
No.
Winslow. Not all Winslow oils.
It's a mixture.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want your secret recipe, but I'm wondering because I've worked with oils, and not only do I make a huge mess, but it takes forever to dry because I do this thick and kind of dimensional and kind of. I use a knife. I use a palette knife, and I do. That's kind of like what I do. So. And it takes forever to dry, and it's a coat after a coat, So, but these are right on the these are closer to the canvas.
And are you creating your own frame?
Yeah, who's framing for you?
Yeah. We also do our own framing. We have a wood
really
shop.
adds to it.
Yeah, it's just kind of like it's like a completed piece.
No question, a completed piece. Yeah, but it also gives the whole thing a feel.
Yeah, the
whole thing a
aesthetics.
style. Which is really
but you can pretty much clients can come and just purchase a painting and just hang it right on the wall.
Right away, ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go, and they don't even have to think about it. They can just start enjoying it.
How often do you paint?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. Every day. Yeah. It's all I was doing all my life some different stuff. Of course, I was doing murals. I designed furniture.
You did furniture too?
Yeah. Design. I was in South Carolina, but I always was painting something. But 1-2 paintings a month. So but last 5 years I kind of retired. I came here, Boston, back to Northeast.
New England.
Yeah, because I was in South. Before that, I was living in New York, upstate
Well,
New
of
York.
course, and of course, you're a Patriots fan, right? South and Charleston is beautiful. Unbelievable.
Charleston is amazing center of art, but every day is beautiful.
Right.
And
We looked at moving to Ashfield, South Carolina. We were Ashton.
Ashton.
We thought about it, doing that, and but it'd be tough to drag me out of Boston.
It's some days you miss that miserable weather.
Yeah, here.
You need.
I need it to make sure. Appreciate today because of what we ran into before.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get.
And we're gonna get it again. But I love the seasonal changes. So
Absolutely.
being someone who paints outside when the weather is. When it's cold out, and is that a time when you kind of lay back a little bit, or do you need the weather to be a certain way in order for you to be productive outside?
For us, for business, most important if you go on Newbury Street, so weather is important.
That's the important.
Wind is have to be at least not more than 12 miles per hour, because if 15, 16 miles.
Things start sticking to your
No,
canvas.
people don't.
There won't be anyone there.
And it's like, very bright sun is, you need like cloudy, nice, beautiful, pleasurable.
Walkable day. Are you finding that the thing that's helping you the most is being so visible outside, being on Newbury Street, and as opposed to just putting the paintings up on a website someplace and hoping people find it?
Yeah, I believe that's something that you don't really see much often.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't really see any. I see a couple artists here and there, but in the end, it's going to the galleries, but even the galleries are hurting these days because everyone's just buying stuff online.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird because you go online, you're just looking at a painting on a screen.
You don't get hold it or get the experience. You guys do have a website though, correct? Did you want to?
Yeah. It's both of our names. Two different websites: MartinasAndrius.com and MindaugaAndrius.com.
If you go to It's All About Arts and click on your names, it goes right to either one of your websites. Besides the Liberty, is there anything else happening? Are people coming to your space? Do you have appointments and stuff?
Yeah, I get emails all the time. He gets emails all the time because we sometimes go on the same day or 2 different days or 2 different locations.
Right.
My dad's been experimenting with Harvard Square.
It's a cookie place.
Which is another untapped area.
I think it's a beautiful place.
It's a great place.
Great place.
Harvard Yard, that whole area over there by the newsstand and stuff. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
Well, when you're in Rosdale Open Studios, where can people find you usually? Are you at the old school, or where do you set up? For Rosdale Open?
Probably like right in the park would be right in an ideal spot. Right in the center there, where like a nice shady spot, with some trees.
With farmers market going on down there too. There's where Main Street has a farmers market. And when JP Open Studios comes around, will you be using your studios as a showplace?
We'll probably be using the studio and also be out on the street too.
Yeah,
so
that seems to be your main thing. You really like to be out in amongst the public.
Yeah, I feel like why not just bring the studio right on the street? Why not?
That's great.
There's an action, real action.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about Stephen Beard, who's a friend of mine. He works with street musicians and stuff like that. Do you guys ever run into any issues like that as far as being competition for any of the galleries over there?
We're kind of doing our own thing. I think the galleries have a certain budget and certain PR and people that actually get paid to go and promote their own stuff, and they're just kind of they have their own PR stuff, and I think it's a whole
different level.
It's a whole different level, and I think when you're dealing directly with the artist, that's a different level
Right.
than going to a gallery, because then the gallery.
It sounds like you're able to commingle there, and I think that's important. I think it's great. Can I keep these cards?
Oh yeah. keep
Can I keep these 3 paint? No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
Think about that.
Put you in live TV. Be careful what you say. Listen, guys, thank you very much. I want to thank you for
I
coming
appreciate
in.
that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
We're going
guys.
to get your website out there. Keep us informed as far as what's going on. Liberty is when?
This month on the 16th.
The 16th?
Tuesday
the 16th.
Yeah,
Get
evening.
over to the Liberty.
5 o'clock.
There's great restaurants. There's a great beverage place there. It's a beautiful building. Get over there, have some drinks and some dinner. Enjoy these guys' work. You're really going to enjoy it. Listen, gang, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. You're watching BNN-TV's It's All About Arts. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back, gang. Thanks for hanging in there with us. Well, Amanda, that was very interesting. A father and son team that bring their work out onto the streets of Boston and paint live so that people can, I think seeing the process, watching someone do a painting like that is really, really cool.
I think everybody wonders, if you're not a painter, how the style and
How do you get it to do that?
How do you do that?
Right.
Yeah. So they get to watch it, and then it's way more incentive to buy it when you can
Sure.
talk to the artists themselves.
Well, I think
and-
learning the process and seeing how it's done. Old friend, he's gone to his just reward now. Bill St. George used to work on Newbury Street all the time and did that, worked all over the Back Bay, set up his easel and painted all over the place. He was phenomenally successful just by doing that.
doing that, yeah.
Getting out there and did set up a camera, and he'd talk through what he was doing, explaining how he's doing this and doing that. It's incredible.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really, really kind of a cool thing. What's up for the week? You didn't say. Did you say what's up for the week?
No, I think we actually have a decently slow week, just schoolwork and some
Yeah, tell me
random
about
stuff.
school. How's it going? We're both, by the way, tagging our stories back and forth about our college.
I'm in a tough class right now. It's getting through. 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks.
Get it done.
I got 5 weeks left in mine. But I'm enjoying it because I'm studying not a new field, but it's kind of getting the nuts and bolts of early childhood development down, and I think that's really, really important.
Well, because you have interest in
Yeah.
opening schools, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's kind
And
of
a
like
big deal.
what would be kind of the really cool thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And yours is in lion taming, right?
Yes. The circus.
A degree in the circus.
I was a gymnast, so I
Were
probably.
you really?
Yeah.
So are you ready for the Olympics?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too.
I watched. God, when I was a little girl, I used to be in my socks and twirl on the linoleum
My granddaughter
floor.
Avery does. We got her a bar for
Yeah.
her birthday, so she's flipping all
I'm
over
excited,
the house.
and
Oh, you
the
can
U.S.
really-
team is looking very promising.
I like the Gabby Griffith now,
Yeah,
all them girls.
Allie, something,
Yeah, the girl
yeah.
from right over here in
Yeah,
Newton, right?
yeah. She's from Massachusetts. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be exciting.
Representing.
Well, I like it because of the emotional part of it. I love the opening ceremonies, just the pomp and circumstance.
I
and
love
all.
watching the parents when they zoom in on the stands and they're just like, team so and so, and they're just like, I can't watch. Too much stress.
Exactly. It is kind of crazy. But well, listen, great show. Thank you very much. So next week we're gonna jump into something new, right?
Right.
Okay, you just gotta let us know what it's gonna be, so we can be surprised.
All right.
Hey, listen.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. There it is. The announcement's been made. Something new coming next week. It's going to be very exciting, and we're looking forward to it. Amanda,
Yes.
thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Gang, thank you very much for tuning in today. This was a lot of fun. I want to remind everybody that the kids are still out there, guys. So be careful how you drive around. Listen to you guys down on WBCA 102.9 on your dial. Thank you very much for tuning in with us. You are listening to BNN-TV's version of the radio on community radio, WBCA. So make sure that you tune into that, and maybe I'll see everybody tomorrow night at the community meeting over at the Bowling Center over in Dudley Square. We're going to be talking about cable vision. We're going to be talking about Verizon, and we're going to be talking about cable access. We're going to be talking about how this whole thing works and some of the new exciting things that are coming up. So hope to see you there.
Yep.
Listen, gang, get out there and do something artful for yourself, please. And like we like to say every week, please keep in the forefront of your minds. Our mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews on foreign soil. Get out there and do something, do it for them. And we'll dig you next week, right?
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye now.